Poor man's Gucci.
You just recently had a run with Fox Sports.
Yeah.
And so let's flip it on you. What would you be asking yourself if you were standing here now that you have, you've dipped your toes a little bit into the media world?
Probably a bunch of stupid ass questions about Brooklyn. But I understand why you guys asked, so I'll let whoever wants to ask the first question about Brooklyn, so we can get it out of the way now. Go ahead.
Do you plan to take legal action against Conor, and is that moving forward?
I have no comment on that.
Okay.
But he fucked me out of a title shot, I'll tell you that much.
It seems like Conor is, there are reports that he's been reaching out to some people who were on the bus and apologizing. I think Rose Namajunas said that. Carolina Kowalkiewicz said that. Has he reached out to you at all?
No, I haven't heard from him, so fuck him.
And if he had, would you be open to that conversation or no?
I don't really got a lot to say to the guy. I mean, I lost a title shot. You know what I mean? I have proof. I was the highest ranked guy on the card. I would have stepped in to fight Khabib at the drop of a dime. I've always loved the fight with Khabib. Bless his heart, he's a cool ass guy. But this is a sport, and I've always liked the way I match up against him, and I got fucked out of that opportunity. So I don't really have too many kind things to say to the guy. But you work your whole life for those kinds of opportunities. Do I want mine on short order? No, I love a training camp, but I mean, like I said, if they walk in the door now and said, hey, you want to fight for the title in the next 10 minutes, I'm out the door, I'm warming up, I'm ready to go, so to lose that opportunity, man, and that's tough. You know how this sport works, guys. Like, the opportunities like that don't come along. I could string together 15 wins in a row and still not get a title shot, and I lost my opportunity, my dream. And I hope that I'm going to fight my ass off to earn it back, starting on July 7th with Anthony Pettis. But yeah, tough pill to swallow.
Do you think that there should be some further disciplinary action against him for that?
I don't know, man. It's out of my hands. I just try not to think about it too much. However, and whoever wants to handle that's on them. But I'm more than ever, I'm focused on this task at hand. I really want to close this chapter with Anthony. Being matched up to fight again. It's a good fight for me. It's a good fight for him. I want to close that chapter, so I'm not really thinking about who should do what to Conor, whether it be the state of New York, the UFC, athletic commissions, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just not thinking about that. I'm focusing on myself. I don't want to waste energy on that. I've wasted enough. Brooklyn was a fucking heartbreaker, to say the least. And this is the most I've said about it. You know what I mean? I've tried to stay pretty closed off, but just fuck it. You know what I mean? You guys want some answers? That's you got some.
Did that whole experience sort of sour you a little bit towards fighting? The whole Brooklyn thing and how that whole just fiasco happened? I mean, is the love still as strong? Or, it brought a lot more emotions towards you, I'm sure, because of the whole thing.
Not one person can ruin my love for mixed martial arts. You know what I mean? That'll never die. I've loved combat sports my whole life, starting with wrestling. You know what I mean? And that goes all the way back to when I was 11 years old. And my love for mixed martial arts will never waver. My love for the UFC will never waver. Just because some guy played up some theatrics, WWE style, and took it a bit overboard and affected the lives of fighters and workers of the UFC. I'm not going to let one person's actions directly affect how much I love this sport. You know what I mean? The day I fall out of love with it, I'm hanging them up. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. If you're going to get punched in the face, elbowed, cut up, busted up, injured, have to cut weight, have to bring yourself to the brink of death to show up the next day and try to put on the performance of your life, you've got to love it. And if I don't love it, then it's just not worth it for me. You know what I mean? And that love will never die. So I'm not going to let one guy spoil the party.
All that stuff in the back of your head, though, about missing out on the title shot and everything that happened in Brooklyn, was it hard to jump back into another camp for Pettis?
No, it wasn't hard to jump back. It wasn't hard at all, and it's because of this place. You know what I mean? This is the first. I've dabbled with training in Las Vegas for a few fights. I did for the Jim Miller fight. I did for the Trinaldo fight. Came out here for like a month, 4 weeks to work with John Wood. But I got to do 8 full weeks here at the PI. You know what I mean? And I'm really excited to showcase this. Like I always say, I talk about myself as a product. You know what I mean? People buy pay-per-views. People tune into fights. I bring a product into the octagon with me, you know what I mean? And this is the best, most polished state-of-the-art product I've ever brought into the octagon, so it didn't spoil it at all. It made me actually more excited. That I wanted the fast turnaround. You know, I told him, like, fuck this, I want to fight, you know what I mean? So, you know, within days, you know, I'm talking to Sean Shelby, and we're sealing the deal, and here I am now. Brooklyn was a huge card. It had a lot of, I really wanted to fight for some family type reasons. My dad was born in Brooklyn, and as we all know, my dad's not here today, but he rest in peace. But I really want to fight in Brooklyn. That's where a lot of my family's from. I had a lot of family come out for that. But you know what? Here I am, International Fight Week, on the main billing, on a pay-per-view, getting to fight with my Francis Ngannou teammate, you know what I mean? We're like Lethal Weapon out there. So it's like, I'm excited. Yeah, I know, right? So I'm excited, dude. You know, I'm not going to let all this stuff behind me weigh on me in a negative way. It just doesn't matter right now.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Boxeo Mundial, for the latest news in boxing, MMA, in Spanish and English. Boxeo Mundial, la meca del boxeo.